So let's solve this numerical question 3.2. So in example 3.1, electron drift speed was estimated only few millimeter per second. That was 1.1 millimeter per second, quite low. Then with with the currents in range of few amperes, 1.5 ampere, how then current is established almost the instant a current or a circuit is closed. So that means as soon as we connect it, how current flows instantaneously while the drift speed of electrons is so low. Electric field is established throughout the circuit. So let us take, this is the wire and this side is positive, this side is negative. So electric field establishes instantaneously, that we have already seen that velocity of electric field is the velocity of electromagnetic waves or light. So that is instantaneous, immediate, almost instantaneously with the speed of light, causing every point a local electron drift. So what happens, since electric field is established instantaneously, so not only electron from this place has to move from this place. So not only electron has to move from this place to this place, but electron from this place moves this much, electron from this place moves this much, electron from this place moves this much, and so on. So as there is a chain, whole chain of electron is moving. So overall, even with this very small velocity, this very small drift velocity, this electron start from this place, but at the same time all other electrons are also starting. So current starts almost instantaneously. So what does this cause? Causing at every point a local electron drift. So that means electrons are drifting at each and every point. Not electron is going from here to here. Now establishment of the current does not have to wait for electrons from one end of the conductor traveling to the another end. That's what I am saying. It does not mean that electron has to go from this side to this side, but there is a chain starts moving almost instantaneously. However, it does take a little while for the current to reach its steady value. So what they are trying to say, so even though there is a chain movement and it does not like that electron has to move from this point to this point, but there will be a chain moving, but again there will be some time, some minor time it takes for the current to reach its steady value. That means to neutralize this external electric field. Because of electron there will be an internal electric field which will neutralize this external electric field. That will take some time, but the movement of chain starts almost immediately. Now let us move to the second question. Now second question is that why there is a steady average drift speed when there is an acceleration due to external electric field. So there was an acceleration minus e by m. This was the acceleration. So still after having acceleration, the drift speed is almost constant. So why? Each free electron does not accelerate. So why? Because each and every free electron does not accelerate, increasing its drift speed until it collides with the positive ion of metal. So that means what happens, that each and every electron accelerate, but its drift speed is until it collides with a positive ion of metal. So until it collides with some positive ion, then it starts its journey again. It loses its drift speed after collision but starts to accelerate and increase its drift speed again. So once it loses its speed, it has to start once again. Now once again only to suffer a collision again, and so on and again. So what is happening here, that every time it increases its speed, it suffers a collision and will lose all its speed again to start accelerating. So in a way it will not accelerate up to a very high value, it will not keep on accelerating. So up to a limit it accelerate, then lose all its value, again accelerate, lose its value again, and then when we take the average out, so it doesn't look like that there is no effect of acceleration. On the average, therefore, electrons acquire only a drift speed. Why? Because this acceleration on the road, if there is acceleration, car will start moving faster and faster because there is no disturbance in the path of this car. But what happened, as similarly we drive a car on the road, it accelerates, then suddenly it reaches at a constant speed, or it it has to stop because of other vehicle, then again start, then again it has to stop, then again start, then it has to stop. That's why there is some average velocity. Similar is the case with this electron. Every time it accelerates, but it has to stop because of this collision. Again, it has to start and stop due to the collision. That's why it will not keep on accelerating. There is an average drift velocity, which is almost constant. Now, third is, if the electron speed is so, if the electron speed is so small and the electron charge is so small, how can we still obtain large amounts of current in a conductor? Again, speed is so low and also the charge is very small. How can we get this much high current? The reason is because this number density was quite high, 10 to the power 28 to 10 to the power 29 for metals per meter cube. This is the number density. N, small n, which was capital N by V. This is very high. So because of this number to be very high, we get very large amount of currents. Though electrons are moving very little and charge on them is also very less, but a very large number of electrons, 10 to power 28 or 29 number of electrons are moving. Hence, we get a very high amount of current. When electrons drift in a metal from lower to higher potential, does it mean all the free electrons of metal are moving in the same direction? So this is also a very good question, that if we know that we have applied electric field, this is higher potential, this is lower potential, so does it mean that all the electrons are moving towards the positive potential? So answer is by no means. So this is not true. The drift velocity is superimposed over a large number of random velocity of electrons. So what they are trying to say, so it does not mean that all the electrons are moving towards the positive side. It is the some electrons must be moving towards the negative side because there is also random motion. Some moving towards the positive side, but in presence of electric field. In absence of electric field, number of electrons moving right is equal to number of electrons moving left. But as soon as you apply electric field, this number will be little bit more than the number of electrons moving right. Hence, there will be an overall movement towards the left side or positive terminal. But this does not mean that no electron is moving towards the left or all electrons are moving towards the left side. Now final question, are the paths of electrons straight line between successive collision with positive ions of metal? So they collide with positive ions of metal. There are two conditions, absence of electric field and presence of electric field. Let's say this is one positive ion, this is second positive, this is third positive ion, this is fourth. So an electron starts its journey. So without electric field, it collides with one, then goes to second, then goes to third, then goes to fourth. So in absence of electric field, the paths are straight lines. So in absence of electric field, the paths are generally straight lines. But when we put some electric field, let's say this is negative, this is positive, what will happen? So because of this electric field, it will collide, but it will take little bit curved path towards the positive side. So even though this is almost straight, but there is little bit curvature towards the positive side. So in presence of electric field, the paths are generally curvature because it will move straight, but there will be a little bit curvature involved. So it will move little bit from its earlier position. So in electric field, curved Without electric field, straight lines.